Hey, Barry Manning here. Welcome to the Garden Report after the Celtics.
Beat the brakes off the Pacers, damn it.
Woo! 155-104. We talked about it a little bit on postgame. We talked about it after the game as Geno time started playing and all the rest. This was the first time, as much as the comparison's been a little overplayed, almost cliche to this point.
Right.
This was a 2008 kind of night where you were just miles ahead of this team that's pretty good in the Pacers, even without Tyrese Halliburton. And the game's over halfway through the third quarter, and the bench guys are racing up and down the floor, scoring, and it's just absolute domination. And this is the kind of team we're looking at right now, a starting lineup that's, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but like over 30 points per 100 possessions, better than their opponents, and a dominant win margin through 4 games.
Yeah, it certainly had that vibes. You know, you talked about that in the fourth quarter. You're like, oh, so is this what it was like? I'm like, something like that. You know, the starters watching from the fourth quarter on and cheering on the bench crew. And that's exactly what you saw in this game, right? Especially in the last, 6 minutes. These guys are on their feet as if it's a 2-point game, especially Al Horford just cheering on, what was this? Hauser's three-pointers. Fee almost caught that ridiculous reverse, which would have been crazy. It certainly would have made SportsCenter if he converted. But yeah, I mean, that's what you want to see. That's what a team looks like, right? Especially a team that's competing at a high level and is on pace to potentially win a championship. I mean, these are the beginning stages. So at the same time, yes, you know, you don't want to get too excited. It's week 2 of the regular season. Celtics are still they're 4-0. They still got, 78 more games to go. But you see what this offense looks like compared to what it was last year, and it's like night and day. So it's easy to get excited. It's easy to, look ahead and say, well, which team is going to hand this Celtics team, their first L? But like Joe Mazzulla did after this game, right, brought everyone back down to earth in a sense of saying, it's still a long way to go. Finding that consistency and seeing what happened tonight is obviously, a step in the right direction, but it goes way beyond that, right?
FanDuel is the exclusive wagering partner of the CLNS Media Network. Right now, new customers get $150 in bonus bets with any winning $5 moneyline bet. FanDuel, official partner of the NFL.
I feel like they've answered so many questions, too. Are they going to post up more, create more flexibility in the offense? And they've done that. A bunch of that tonight as well. Mid-range shots. They're finding the mismatches. The passing's been great. They've used the point guards in late-game offense, and they've been great in the clutch, which obviously didn't happen tonight. It wasn't necessary. But they've done it pretty much all. Defensively, they're sharp. Through the first 3 quarters, it's 27 or less each quarter here. They held the Pacers to 17 in the third. So they're checking every box. And you see the opponents coming up. It's the Nets and the Sixers a couple of times who just offloaded James Harden. It's tough to imagine a loss coming anytime soon, and obviously they started, 21-5 last year. This could be, we keep tossing around 2008, but this could be like a 2009 style start here where they were something and 2, right?
Yeah, I mean, what was it, 19-3, I think it was, or maybe it was 21-4, something like that. I might be a little off. Actually, I want to say it was even, but maybe I might be confused myself with the 09 team, which, believe it or not,
the 09 team.
Yeah. They're talking about the championship. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, they got off to a better start than the championship team, and the rest was history. Kevin Garnett got hurt.
So what's going to challenge this team? What's going to push their back against the wall and actually force them to overcome some adversity here?
Well, Philadelphia is an interesting one. You think about what Embiid does and the sort of problems that he presents for a Celtics team, but I can't wait to see what they look like. I mean, preseason is a completely different, sense of where this team is, and then where they are now. I can't wait for that matchup. But to answer your question, I can see them going down a similar path, whether it's compared to last year with that quick start, or even something better than that because of how explosive this offense is. I mean, it's just really hard to defend, and I can't even on paper envision some of these next 4 or 5 teams getting the best out of the Celtics.
Yeah, Minnesota's mixed in there too. Philly is the one I want to see too.
Philly's the most interesting one.
Because Embiid against Porzingis, the Celtics keep playing small. It looks like they're going to stay that way.
Maxey is off to a great start on the season, but he tends to struggle against the Celtics often, so you wonder what that's going to look like. But yeah, I mean, look, you wonder what that looks like because of the Embiid factor, but I mean, if you're seeing what we've been watching the last couple of weeks, you're also thinking about, well, how is their backcourt going to handle Derek White and Drew Holiday? I mean, it's just a completely different looking backcourt, even though, Derek White was part of this team last season. He's just on a whole nother level in terms of his focus and what he's doing offensively.
Celtics, win this one by 51, a ridiculous sum here.
Crazy.
A dominant performance, one of the most dominant I've seen on the beat. This one blew me away.
Same.
The adversity or just shorthanded lineup could come as soon as Saturday, though. Derek White expecting a child at some point over the next week or so here, so maybe he's out Saturday, maybe he's not out at all. A couple off days here, practice as well tomorrow, and we'll have coverage of that. We'll be in New York, Josue and I. I don't know if we'll have a similar man-on-the-street type situation at Barclays Center.
We'll see what Brooklyn's like.
We'll see what it looks like. Philly, certainly, heading down there for the second
Sixers
half.
fans won't disappoint. We'll be ready for that.
All right, Josue Pavon, Bobby Manning, Celtics unload on the Pacers here, 155-104. And we'll have more coverage of this one on Celtics All Access, CLNS Media. Of course, check out the postgame show tonight. Saturday, next game against the Nets. Talk to you then.
Ever wish you could navigate the betting field with the confidence of a pro? Enter Odds Are. They're not a sports book, but they're the sports betting advisor you always needed. It's like having a playbook for smarter bets right in your pocket. I've been absolutely loving the experience, and I think you will too. Especially since Celtics All Access listeners get a 30-day free trial. Elevate your game day and join the smart betting revolution. Go get it at oddsr.com/Celtics. That's oddsr.com/Celtics.